My name is Paul. I am the program leader for the foundation course here at LCCM. My top 10 tips for people starting out in the industry. The first one is just do it. Don't wait for an invitation from the music industry to feel like you have to start your career. You have all the tools that you need to be a successful DIY artist. And once you've got yourself to a certain level, the industry will come and find you. And generally, that will be a better step for your career. You'll get better contracts and negotiations if you do that. Don't spend too long working on something that isn't working. Songwriting should be, or production should be, a fairly easy process. So if you're doing something and it's taking hours and you haven't really got anywhere, my advice would be just to stop working in it, move on to something else. Use existing structures from established songs in order to try and get out of what I always call the dreaded 16-bar loop. So when people are making tracks in a DAW like Logic or Ableton, they'll often get an 8 or 16-bar loop and then they don't really know what to do with it. So I would suggest looking at existing songs and taking the structures from those songs and trying to kind of mimic them with your own work. It's a really good tool to help you structure your songs. Change up your workflow. So this is whether you're writing on an acoustic guitar or electric guitar, or whether you're composing in a digital workstation. Just try and change things up, especially if you have writer's block. I once accidentally tuned my guitar a semitone flat on one of the strings and ended up writing an entire album with that tuning. So it's a really good way of kind of mixing things up and getting your creativity going again. To do more with what you have. So I think a lot of songwriters or artists feel like they have to just keep writing new material and that the next material that they write will be the thing that kind of breaks them through. I really think that once you have something that you're proud of, that you should try and make the most of that. So make sure you do the best that you can with the material that you have once you're proud of what you've written. So this is more of a production mixing tip. So learn the fundamentals of mixing and really try and train your ears. It's something that happens naturally over the course of your career, but having good ears is a really important thing for mixing. Plugins and having the best plugins, it's not going to be the thing that's going to make your mixes sound good, but having good ears and learning the fundamentals of how to use mixing tools like compression and EQ is definitely important. This is a writer's block thing. So if I've ever had writer's block, I try and write to an imaginary brief, which is something that people get to kind of compose for TV shows or films. So you make up an imaginary brief or find a TV show or a scene from it that you like and just try and write a song to that. I did that with a scene from the OC, which is a teen program in the 2000s, I think it came out. And that song actually ended up making me quite a bit of money on sync. So I wrote this to an imaginary scene and it worked. Always make sure that you're doing what you love. I think sometimes people will try and change their careers or change their sound to kind of follow trends and to follow what they think the industry is looking for. But if you do what you love and you're passionate about it, then these things come through and eventually there will be people that will kind of get what you're doing and it will pay off. So do what you love. Don't try and just kind of second guess the industry. Make sure you understand copyright and get everything in writing. It might seem like you're kind of like overkill if you're to kind of put things in writing, if you're just writing a song with someone, but you never know when things are going to take off or what's going to happen in the future. So make sure you understand copyright and make sure you put everything in writing. This is probably the most important one. Just be nice. People work with people in the industry that they know and that they trust. You can sort of, talent is almost not as important as just being able to get on with people. So make sure that you're always nice and easy to work with.